What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I want to talk about a fragrance that I just picked up not too long ago and I've been really impressed with it. Guess Originals Type 2 Red Currant and Balsam. I got this at Burlington and instantly I loved it. I was pretty impressed right off the jump, but I had to wear it a few times before it go right on my mouth. Let's go over the presentation real quick and then we're going to get into the smell itself. The presentation is already really impressive. Good build quality on the box. Minimal, simple, which I'm a fan of. You guys know I'm a sucker for simple, minimal, timeless, looks on things. And for whatever it's worth, this box does have the inside liner. So it does, again, make the box relatively rigid and strong feeling. I like that. It matters to me. The bottle reminds me of the replica bottles in a sense. A little bit like the replica bottles anyway. The sticker on the front is almost like a canvas, like a Converse shoe or like a canvas pair of pants. That kind of a weird sticker with the Guess info on it. Nothing else around the bottle. Very simple and minimal again, which I like. You do get a sticker on bottom with the concentration info and all that good stuff. The cap is lightweight, but it is rigid and strong, very strong. It's got a plastic liner, and the outside has like a brushed metal feel, but I don't even know if that's metal. The sprayer and everything, again, kind of reminds me of the replica bottles. And there is a magnet on the cap, which is to be respected. It's a pretty strong magnet, I'm going to be honest. You can actually hold this relatively heavy bottle by the magnet. I don't know if I would, but, it's strong enough. The distribution on the sprayer, also to be respected. I'll show you guys as I re-up the test strip here. Not bad at all. Ooh! And yeah, this is heavily inspired by something, and we will get into that. Let's throw the notes up on the screen. We'll go over them together, then we're going to talk about the smell a little more. In the top, we've got red currant, jasmine, and bergamot. In the mid, orange blossom, vetiver, and cedar. And then the base, amber musk, balsam fir, and oak moss. All right, guys, so in case you can't tell from the notes, this is heavily inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540, or that style DNA anyway. Here's the thing about that scent. That's a very popular, kind of feminine leaning to me, anyway, scent that pretty much everybody loves. I can't remember the last time I heard somebody talk bad about that DNA. I like it. I think it smells pleasant, but it's a little clawing on my skin. I've tried the real thing, and I've tried about 3 different clones or inspired by fragrances, and they've all been just relatively clawing and headache-inducing on my skin. It's a very strong DNA. It's a very loud DNA. It's a style fragrance that I think is meant to get attention. It's not subtle at all. This one, though, this one is a little more watered down and laid back on my skin. And some of you guys might hear that and think it's a negative. No way. This is probably my favorite version of that style DNA that I've ever smelled. Again, not as sharp and headache-inducing. Very, very smooth and well blended. I hear people sometimes complain about fragrances, performance of that DNA. Let's be real, bro. That DNA is so loud and obnoxious, it's going to be a monster performer for the most part. Even when it dies down on your skin, it's still detectable. That DNA is about as loud and obnoxious as a fragrance can be. This one's no different, even though it is relatively more laid back and almost like watered down is not the right word. That sounds super negative. That's not what I should be saying. It's very well blended and very smooth and balanced. It's not as sharp and clawing as that DNA can tend to be on some people's skin like my own. This is a very smooth and clean and inoffensive take on that DNA. Like I said, it is my current favorite rendition of that style DNA. Performance on this one is pretty good. I think I can go nose blind to that DNA pretty easily. I'm willing to bet I'm kind of going nose blind to this one as well, but I think I'm getting about 5 or 6 hours out of this. I've worn it like 5 times now. I'm going to say it's about 5 or 6 hours, but even when I'm calling it off, I can still find it. It's not gone. It's just not like monstrously performing. The first hour on my skin, this is a beast. It's everywhere around me. I can smell it without looking for it. At about the hour and a half mark, on to like the 3-hour mark, it's roughly 4 to 6 inches off of my skin. And then around that 5-6 hour mark, that's when it starts to trail back to the skin. But like I said, I'm calling it off at 5 or 6 hours, but it's still there. It's just not super loud to where people around you are going to potentially smell you. And maybe it is. I might be going nose blind. I'm just put that out there. Price-wise, I got this for 20 bucks at Burlington, bro. 20 bucks. That's a steal. For the build quality of this, the way it looks and feels, I am really, really impressed with that price bracket for what they've done here. This is really, really nice. A $20 fragrance to me that performs relatively well, smells of quality, in my opinion. I know some people are going to freak out because it's gas and they're into niche fragrances only. This isn't the channel for you, most likely. Very, very good for the money. I highly recommend you get your nose on this one. And again, they have, I believe, 3 offerings from this line. Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. I have 2 of the 3. One of them I'm still searching for. But as far as this Guess Originals, Type 2, Red Currant, and Balsam, I'm impressed, man. This is a great score. If you see it out and about, I think it's blind buy safe. Even if you own the Ariana Grande Cloud or the actual BR 540 or any other rendition of that DNA, this one is very affordable, performs pretty well. This is a version of that DNA you can probably even wear to the gym without annoying anybody or giving anybody headaches. It's nice, a little more laid back, a little more subdued, not quite as sharp and as loud and abrasive. It's going to work anywhere. A smooth, calm, cool version of that DNA. Check it out if you haven't already. Good job, guests. You guys knocked it out of the park on this one. Hey, take a second, if you would, to drop me a like on this video. Like I always tell you guys, it helps me out a lot. It lets YouTube know the video's worthwhile, the channel's worthwhile. It tells YouTube that you like the video. Maybe someone else would like it too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, but you should. Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you the way I always try to leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, always stay improving. That's very important. Along with smelling good, you need to be healthy. God bless. Be well. I'm out.